Norman gets back to New York, calls us, and said they're doing a series for CBS called Superman. I said, yeah. He said, they actually asked me if we wanted to do it. I said, we wanted to do it. I said, you're crazy, of course. He said, it's $36,000 for an episode. Can we do it for that? I said, of course we can do it for that. I had no idea. I mean, if it had been $10, we could have done it. I mean, we get it done. Oh, he said, by the way, they want to see the studio. I said, what studio? He said, well, that is the problem. So Hal and I start calling everybody we know. We filled that place with bodies, partially of bodies that could draw.
I had one of my brothers, and I think my wife even sat in one corner.
We had one guy from Hanna-Barbera who had to leave at 1 o'clock. We had that place filled except with one guy who couldn't make it. Thank God, because he was the guy's bookkeeper.
We figured if we walked him through very fast, he wouldn't have any time to really study what they were doing as long as they were flipping the papers.
So this guy shows up. We take the guy through the whole studio, and all these guys are all scribbling out there, pretending they could draw. And just as he was ready to say something, there's a knock on the door, and it's George Rowley, who had to get back to Hanna-Barbera. And George reaches in, he says, hello, Hal. He says, I got this terrible toothache. He says, do you mind if I go get the dentist? I said, yeah, go ahead, George. And he closes the door, and I said to Hal, Doc that son of a bitch. Norman calls me. He says, what did you guys do? He said, the guy came back and said, it's a little studio, but they run a tight ship.